This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Hey, you love Wordle? Because everybody in this room does.
Oh, that was a real nail biter today, BJ.
Yeah! You know, I mean, I don't know, how do you expect me not to hover? You're right next to me, and I see the Wordle stuff on your phone, and I'm trying not to pay attention out of the corner of my eye, but of course you want to look and go, oh, I want to play too, but
he stopped doing it on his computer so you wouldn't look.
Yeah, I did it on my phone, and I did it while you weren't in the room so you couldn't steal my answers.
You were right next to me. I saw you doing it, but I was being kind.
I was in the zone. I mean, you came back in, I was like, I can't get done. I'm one letter away.
You know, I thought games were supposed to bring us together, but apparently it's splitting us apart.
Well, because you're a cheater.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. You can get the BJ and Migs Wordle shirt. You know what? You can wear it with yourself. You can wear it with your friends. It's meant to bring people together, our shirt. So if you love Wordle, you love us, or you tolerate either, go to the Rock Shop and get your BJ and Migs Wordle shirt today. KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah!
Scream his name. B-Migs. Don't be a loser.
Whoa!
B-Migs. You're a loser.
It is time for B-Migs. It is Thursday, so let's get cracking!
Release the Kraken.
I mean, really, I'm looking forward to next season. It's just getting to be that way with baseball. I'm already done with the season. It is just the two teams that I like cannot find a way to win, but they know how to lose. They do it really well.
Well, I mean, in a couple months, the Kraken will find more ways to lose for you too.
We've already given up. We're not even anywhere near the halfway point.
Well, you know, part of it is the Red Sox, who are just horrible.
Well, they're
horrible.
Eliminated already. Yes,
yeah.
I agree.
Mathematically eliminated.
I'm telling you, I think they are. I mean, they are. It's amazing. So I'm like, yeah, bring on the Kraken, please. Bring anything on. And of course, the other two Boston teams are also just the Celtics blew it last night. The Bruins are on the verge of elimination. I mean, there's nothing for me.
Hey, DJ's trying to find ways to watch rookie training camp for football. He's like, I just want to watch something that's not
just
terrible.
Anything that I can have some hope for. My God.
Well, we'll still have Thursday, so you can think about the Kraken during that time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Brian in Bremerton. Brian, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Brian will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Brian, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Who was the oldest man to win People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive?
Pass.
What are preserved bones of extinct plants and animals called?
Fossils?
Yes. Which TV show features a character nicknamed Sweet D?
Ooh, nice.
Pass.
Oh.
What sport was featured in the 1985 movie Vision Quest?
Baseball?
No.
Pass.
Rami Malek starred in the USA show titled Mr. What?
Robot.
Yes. What is the largest city in the U.S. by population?
Los Angeles.
No.
New York.
Yes. Whom did Emilio Estevez star with in the 1990 movie Men at Work?
Wow.
Charlie Sheen.
Yes. Which breed of dog gets its name from the Latin word for earth?
Shepherds?
No.
Pass.
1, 2, 3, 4 correct.
Still though, you know what? I love the Emilio Estevez question.
Yeah?
Because the brothers, which I don't know if people remember or not, but they're both brothers, even though one uses his real name and the other one uses the fake name.
I know, right? It's always kind of strange on that one, and the father uses the fake name too.
That's why I think Emilio's the man.
Aw.
Yeah. But it was a different time. Talk about you couldn't be who you were.
I know, it was it was what Nick Cage changed his name. And I saw the reason why is because people were always making fun of him because his last name is Coppola.
Yeah.
And so it was just always, you're going to get daddy to do stuff for you.
That's why there was a lot more representation in television and movies than people think, only because people changed their names a lot.
That's a good point.
Yeah. There were a lot more, folks that were, from marginalized communities that actually were acting. It's just, sadly,
they had to hide, basically.
Yeah, that's the sad part. Is like, wow, you could not tell people who you were based on the name you were given. It's really like, God, man.
That's why Joey changed his last name so people wouldn't associate him with Dad.
Joey D's nuts.
Wow, you are. You know what? Today is just a banner day for you. Thank you. Oh, shut up, Danny.
I love this. Steve, are you ready?
Joey D's nuts.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay, you know what? I hope you have a great time. I hope you fall out of your chair is what I hope now.
I'm going to write you another limerick?
Yeah.
No, please no.
Yeah,
Who was the oldest man to win People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive?
Oldest? Sean Connery.
Yes.
Nice work.
What are preserved bones of extinct plants and animals called?
Fossils?
Yes. Which TV show features a character nicknamed Sweet D?
Crap. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes. Which sport was featured in the 1985 movie Vision Quest?
Wrestling.
Yes. Rami Malek starred in the USA show titled Mr. What?
Robot.
Yes. What is the largest city in the U.S. by population?
That would be Los Angeles.
No.
New York.
Yes.
Okay.
Whom did Emilio Estevez star with in the 1990 movie Men at Work?
Oh, man. I love that movie. Charlie Sheen.
Yes.
Brothers Together.
Which breed of dog gets its name from the Latin word for earth?
Earth.
The Earth-a-doodle?
No.
The Earthy Sean?
No.
The Labrador Earthy?
No. In which year of the early 2000s did Katharine Hepburn pass away?
2001.
No.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You win 7-4.
Sorry, Brian.
Yeah, whoop my butt that time.
Yeah, that's all right, though. These were tough questions, and I would argue that Steve cheated.
He guessed really well.
Well, that's cheating, if you ask me. He cheats at Wordle. He cheats at beating Higgs.
Yeah, congrats on getting the old Sean Connery on that one.
I just thought, who's an attractive old guy? Why did you think of me? I did. And laughed to myself, and then...
Okay, fair enough. How old was he when he won that? Because, Sean Connery looked like an old guy for a while.
I don't know.
I would never have picked him as the sexiest man alive in his Indiana Jones, him being the pops of Indy.
You don't think so?
No, come on.
He was a handsome old man.
What do they call him? Like a silver fox?
See, he had no silver. He was kind of bald.
I think
A
he's
baldy fox.
I think he's beyond that at that point. What's like a step
hairless
above,
fox.
like silver fox?
Yeah, hairless fox.
Yeah, hairless fox.
Yeah.
Ugh. Which breed of dog gets its name from the Latin word for earth?
Does anybody know? Because all I can think of is Gaia, but I don't think that's Latin.
No, it's not.
Something. Oh, terrier.
Yes, terrier. Because
Terra.
Oh, Terra. Oh,
Terrier.
Yeah.
Okay.
How dumb am I that I forget Terra is Latin?
Yeah,
Damn
how
it.
dumb are you?
Pretty dumb. Pretty dumb.
And then does anyone want to fashion a guess on what year the early 2000s Katharine Hepburn passed away?
Listen, she was a fantastic actor, but I don't care.
Was
Okay.
it a 2000?
No.
2003.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I could tell.
That's
what I just said.
She's a great actor. But she was, yeah. But
Yep. Congratulations on your win, Steve.
Yeah, congratulations, Steve. You didn't fall out of your chair, so you didn't do what I asked you to do. This whole day is just
My bad. I'm sorry I let you down.
You really let me down. Hey, this is news that I need to know because, as you know, I'm the Run P guy, which of course I used my great Run P app during the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, that's right. You went and saw it.
Oh, I sure did.
How many times did you have to hit the Run P place?
Just one time.
Okay.
It's only like a 2-hour something movie, which for a Marvel movie, you're like, wow, why so short?
Yeah, like 2 hours, 6 minutes or something.
Yeah, but
Including credits? Is that a
I
spoiler?
think that's how that works. Yeah,
I do believe that's how it works. And there are a couple of after credit scenes you're going to want to see.
That's what I figured. Yeah,
We'll talk about it more during the BJ Shea Geek Nation podcast, which is dropping tomorrow, Rev.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we'll have a big review of that, and maybe even later on today we'll bring it up.
Definitely.
The reason I'm bringing up running and peeing is because there was a video posted by a doctor that you can check on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com, and no, it wasn't Dr. Strange. This video is going viral because the doctor explains why you should avoid doing the just-in-case pee, which is, people do that, they know they're going on a trip and they go, hey, you know what, just in case, and then that's basically forcing yourself to urinate when you really don't have to go, and this doctor says, yeah, you really shouldn't do that.
Your bladder basically has 3 levels of sensation of filling. So this first one is just an awareness level that tells you that there's some urine in the bladder. The second one is actually the one that tells you to make a plan to use the toilet. And then the third one is kind of the panic button that says, get me there right now, I'm about to overflow. If we're going just in case, our bladder starts getting these data points as, oh, okay, well, maybe we should be sending this signal a little sooner. And so now we're going to start getting that urge to go a lot sooner than before. Over time, this compresses those 3 levels together. And so the difference between feeling like there's some urine in your bladder and feeling that panic button like you're about to pee your pants is going to happen in a much shorter amount of time.
That's me.
That's my wife as well. Like anywhere we go, she's like, I got to empty the tank basically right before we hit the road. And sometimes I wonder, and then while we're driving, she's like, I got to go again. I'm like, there's no way. How is that even possible?
I'm the same way, and I mean, I don't know what's going on with her. I mean, I think it's because of the high blood pressure pills I take. That's what I'm told.
She drinks like 1 billion gallons of water a day, so I think it has something to do with that.
Yeah, that helps, man.
That's
the
healthy
problem.
And drinks water all the time.
That's what they told me to do. With the blood pressure pills, they said drink a lot of water, take these pills, and the pills also make you go to the bathroom. Drinking a lot of water makes you go to the bathroom. So I feel like I got to go all the time.
Yes.
And it's been that way for a long time, to the point where this doctor is right. I don't have, the one thing I don't have is I know I have to go, but the idea that I got to go right away, that doesn't happen a lot, where she said, hey, I'm going to explode. Mm-hmm. But there is that gosh, I just went. Why do I have to go again? Kind of why is that happening?
So I said, thanks guys. Now I have to pee. Me too. As soon as we started talking about it, I'm like, can we hurry this up? I got to go to the bathroom.
How about this? What's that do for you?
Sploosh.
Yeah, there you go. They also say being in the water. I remember that when we did the live broadcast from the Lucky Charms bowl of the hot tub full of, and they said, somebody put it in my brain. They go, you think you can do that 4 hours without having to get out? And I'm like, yeah, I should be fine. I mean,
right.
And then they go, water makes you have to go. I'm like, it does? Being in water makes you have to go more? Which I guess explains why everybody goes in the pool and in the ocean.
Wait, did you go?
No, I couldn't do that to you guys. That's
I didn't work with you like that.
Yeah, I wasn't working with you that time.
Out. Yeah,
no,
for our time.
Yeah, I couldn't do that to I couldn't do that to the people in there. Yeah, exactly. We had other people in there, and I just thought it was too. If you're in a pool, you kind of go, well, there's so much chlorine in here. Maybe you could think of that. If you're in a giant pool. But even then,
I wouldn't even go down that road either. Yeah, personally.
Yeah, but even then, I still go, I don't know. In the ocean, I got no problem with it because the fish are already doing it.
Oh, okay. So you just...
They are. I mean, where else are they going to go?
Yeah,
they don't have fish.
So you're like the R. Kelly of the sea.
I'm the R. Kelly of the sea.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
one day Aquaman's going to find you.
Yeah, well, I think Aquaman also goes to the bathroom in the sea. Where does he go?
The bathroom at a Starbucks, duh.
Yeah. I didn't know they had Starbucks in Atlantis, but they probably do. Why not? So, all right. Well, that's the official from the pee doctor. Don't force out your pee, because then you're going to take that warning system and it all runs together, and you'll feel like you have to go to the bathroom more so than you used to.
There's times that I do that though at home. We just went to bed, about ready to sit my ass on the couch. I'm like, I don't want to get up for any reason, including having to go. So I'm like, I'm just going to empty the tank out now, and even if I don't really have to go, just because I'm so lazy, I just want to sit on the couch and not do anything, including pee.
It's a mental thing, because I'll watch a movie at home and go, you know what, I can hold it till the end of the movie.
Yes.
Because I know there's a bathroom there and I can get up anytime I want. But if I'm in a full theater and I don't want to bother people, I'm like, and it's the same situation, the same length.
Yep.
And yet I freak out in the theater, and yet I'm able to hold it at home. It's so dumb.
And once it's in your head, good luck getting that out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like when driving, it's like,
Shout out to the AMC in Factoria, which is my new favorite theater. They rebuilt the joint, and so the aisles are so wide because you can recline your chairs and everything.
So you can walk by people.
And it's just a regular theater. That's the cool thing about it. It's like, it's just like, I'm like, I love that they did all their theaters this way.
I thought you were going to say they remodeled them to add toilets to the seats.
Oh, someday, Rev.
Dude, that's next level. Like all of a sudden, like these like little like privacy walls go up.
Oh, that would be so... Because
ultra premium seats.
That's what they need at that super fancy Lincoln Square theater they got. Because they give you food and drink, they bring it to you, but then I'm like, I can't have... I can't... I know where that food and drink is going to go over the movie. That's why it's like, it's not a selling point for me, because I don't want to be drinking anything.
How's the popcorn at that theater?
Again, I don't try anything, because I don't want to have to go to the bathroom. I don't want to have to go anything.
You don't need popcorn? Popcorn's not going to make you do anything other than put a smile on your face.
It makes me go poop.
Popcorn?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Everything makes Rev go poop.
That's a good
Pretty
point.
much, yeah.
Breathing. That's why I don't breathe with Rev at the theater.
Not wrong.
Yeah. Though they do say that the salt supposedly, I was told if you have a lot of popcorn, it will keep you from having to go to the bathroom.
Boom.
What? Like you created that? See? That was my thing.
I didn't create it, but I'm willing to live it. I mean, you should do that.
I want to believe it. But
you won't know until you try.
Well, I did one time, and my mind was still worried. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't enjoy the movie because, well, what if the popcorn doesn't work? You know? And then your mouth
It's not like you build a dam.
And then it's super dry, dude, because I couldn't take a sip at all because I didn't want to reverse the effects.
Oh, I see.
That's why I'm a mess at the movie theater, you know? I really am. Yeah. Nobody has any. I know you guys don't care. You don't have any.
No, I do. I'm going to pour one out for you today.
Oh,
I feel terrible.
You're going to do what for me today?
Pour one out for my homie.
Oh, pour one out. Oh, I thought he said he was going to pull one out. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, what?
That's the new saying.
I'm going to pull one out for my homie.
I'm pulling one out for what?
I tell you what, I won't be around when you do that, okay? And please not near a police station or a schoolyard. That's all I'm asking, homie, okay?
Nobody tells Steve any of his friends pass away. He gets really weird.
Yeah, he pulls one out for his... hey, imagine this. Imagine being on a plane and then a passenger ends up having to land that plane because the pilot wasn't able to. This happened, and yeah, you're going to hear from that passenger at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. This story is trippy because it's straight out of my nightmares. Because I've always thought, man, would I be able to land a plane if all of a sudden, like, the pilot and everybody and the co-pilot were incapacitated?
I'd go with the child on the plane before I'd go with you.
I was going to say the answer to that question is no.
Yes.
I can't blame you guys. And by the way, I don't know if you've been invading my dreams, but you're right. It never worked. Yeah, it never ended.
Oh, so you actually took control and it all went...
Yeah, they were. I had a fight with the guy because you know me. I fought with the guy who's air traffic control because I didn't think he was giving me proper directions.
And meanwhile, what do you know?
Oh, my goodness.
I saw the movie Airplane.
Yeah.
It's the most BJ thing.
It really is. It's like I never got a chance because I wouldn't get out of my own way. But this happened in real life. A passenger with no flight experience safely landed a plane at Palm Beach International Airport after the pilot suffered a medical emergency.
Now, I know I'm not probably using the right methodology to doing this, but I'd be like, if I'm on a plane, I'm like, okay, who's really good at video games? Okay, you're the person that's going to have to land this plane.
Don't think that's a bad thing when all the flight simulators are pretty much video things.
I'm just figuring if you can handle an Xbox controller, which has got 30 billion buttons on it, you're probably going to have a better shot than I can do on an Atari joystick.
Or if Dave Grohl's on your flight, he could jump up there. Because remember in Learn to Fly, their music video?
Oh, yeah.
That's a true story.
That was my favorite Foo Fighters music video, by the way.
Well, that's important to know as you're about about to die.
Yeah.
He says, well, guys, I don't know what's going to happen, but if Dave Grohl was here, it would be better.
Here.
Dave Grohl's not here, but we do have a guy with long hair and a beard. That's close enough.
And he likes Foo Fighters, so let's give him a shot. The pilot on the private plane had gone incoherent, also known as Gone Danny, and the passenger was the only other person on board.
So it's like a smaller plane, I guess.
Oh, that makes sense is why there's only one pilot, because that's why they have two pilots, pilot, co-pilot, in case something happens.
Yeah.
He was able to use the plane's radio to talk to an air traffic controller who'd luckily been a flight instructor. So that does, I guess, make a difference if you know how to train people as opposed to you're just an air traffic controller.
What a trip, though. If, like, you're just usually just there to be like, yep, all clear. And then all of a sudden it's like, dude, hi, I'm not the pilot. Can you tell me how to land this? Because we're going down.
Yeah. Here's audio of the passenger, Darren Harrison, reporting his problem.
I've got a serious situation here. My pilot no idea how to fly the airplane.
Roger, what's your position?
I have no idea. I see the coast of Florida in front of me, and I have no idea.
Maintain wings level and just try to follow the coast, either north or southbound. We're trying to locate you.
You guys located me yet? I can't even get my nav screen to turn on. It has all the information on it. You guys got any ideas on that?
Wow. I love that part. What's your position? I have no idea.
Don't know, sir.
Missionary, reverse cowgirl. I don't know, man.
First off, I would argue, why would you ask a question like that to someone who just said, I don't know what I'm doing? Well, you can't ask anybody that stuff. You don't know. I don't know what my position. I'm in the plane in the air.
Maybe the pilot had just had a conversation with him before he passed out, being like, "We're right over Minnesota."
Yep,
we're right over Minnesota.
Yeah.
Well,
check out the Grand,
you know what? The guys in Florida are not going to be able to help you out at that point. You're over Minnesota, sir? Yes, I am. You're trying to land where?
There's Miami.
So an aviation expert named John said he hadn't heard of a passenger landing a plane as large and as complicated as this Cessna 208 Caravan.
This is the first time I've ever heard of one of these being landed by somebody who has no aeronautical experience. The person on the airplane who had no aeronautical experience listened very carefully and obviously followed instructions with great calm. That's what made the difference.
Yeah, nerves of steel.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, following directions. That's my problem. That's why I would never land a plane.
And you can't hear anything. I could barely understand what they were saying over the radio at that point.
Oh, I'd be done.
Can you imagine?
I'd be like, yo, hold on, let me pull it up on YouTube. I think that's my best bet. I can't read or follow. I can't comprehend instructions.
Dang it, this plane doesn't have Wi-Fi. Is there a TikTok about this?
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn it, I got an ad. I should have bought the YouTube Plus.
Other flights at the airports were held back while Darren made his landing attempt. Check out this audio of a tower operator telling an American Airlines pilot waiting to take off what just happened.
You just witnessed a couple passengers land that plane. Did you say the passengers landed the airplane? That's correct. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, great job.
Oh, yeah, he's like, yes, I don't see a ball of fire anywhere. Good job, everybody.
Tell him great job and get the F off the tarmac. I need to get going.
See, I would be that guy going, why are we waiting so long to take off? What the hell? We're first in line. What the F? And then not realizing that, this is a big danger thing. And, I would be a disgruntled passenger and be hating the whole thing, not realizing that, like, this incredible drama was playing out.
My gosh, man, that would be so terrifying.
Yeah.
But I think you're in a situation where you have no choice but to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's either that or you start praying. I mean, you go, you know what? It's time for me to, do my last rites, whatever the heck I do, just, accept my fate. Or, like Steve said, get her done.
See, I would have been like, where's the parachute? I'm jumping.
Where's the parachute?
You gotta let that guy. There's only one other person.
There's only one on the plane.
And he turned his back on you by passing out.
Yeah.
So you're just going to let the guy who's still alive just crash.
Sorry, guy.
Well, I put my life in his hands, and look what he did.
Yeah, he passed out.
Fair enough.
Or just grab him, do a tandem.
Oh, yeah, that you can land on him, too. That way you can break the fall.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Sorry, sir, you have 2 broken legs, but it was that or me just letting you stay in that damn plane you passed out on me on.
Yeah.
You guys are special people. I like how no going down with the ship with you guys.
Someone call us lifesavers.
Yeah.
Is that what someone will call you?
Yeah.
I think someone will call you something else, begin with an A and ending with a hole, but hey. Yeah, but anyway.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Yeah, passenger, no flight experience, not named Steve or Danny, safely landed the plane after the pilot suffered a medical emergency.
I think I'd become a pilot after all that, too, now. You already figured out the hardest part.
You are right about that.
Right.
I feel like landing the plane is the hardest part.
At least the scariest part.
I mean, I don't know. Our old buddy Randy, who used to work in radio as a pilot, maybe he can tell us if that's not true or not. What is the hardest part? But we want to know, man. This obviously was a horrifically nerve-wracking experience. That's what it would be for me. So we're wondering, what was the most nerve-wracking experience of your life? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What was the most nerve-wracking experience of your life? We'll take your calls and your texts after Breaking Benjamin. Oh, and hey, you can see these guys at Pain in the Grass. Go to KISW.com for more info.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Trippy stuff, man. If you haven't seen the videos, go on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com to see about this passenger who had no flight experience safely land a plane after the pilot suffered a medical emergency. And so this dude was like, I guess I got to land this. And it's the first time a plane of that size was landed by somebody who had no ability as far as anybody knows.
Have we seen any stories about that pilot, though? Is he all right?
I haven't. That's the funny thing about the news. You're like, we don't care about that guy. That wasn't the miracle.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah, right.
That was the miracle. Forget it. I think if he passed away, they would have told us.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, man. I wonder what happened to him where he went incoherent. Oh, man, dude. That's weird brain stuff right there.
Maybe he's afraid of heights.
Yeah, so you know what?
Bad career, man.
Well, you laugh, but that's our buddy Bob Rivers, who's recovering nicely, by the way, from what I understand from his surgery on Tuesday. Bob, he had a fear of heights, which is why he decided he wanted to learn how to fly. So I know some people that decide to conquer their fear of heights by jumping in a plane, and I'm like, okay, that's not what I would do.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay away from it if that's my thing. It's not like I have a fear of spiders. Can you put me in a tank with a bunch of tarantulas?
I know, and I really wait for you to ask for that, because I know a tarantula guy. I'm ready to do it. So here's what we want to know. You imagine that landing a plane without any experience at all would be very nerve-wracking. And we're thinking, how about you? What was the most nerve-wracking experience of your life? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Derek in Tacoma, you are on The Rock.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Not too bad. Derek, what you got for us today, buddy?
So it all relates back to the military. When I was deployed in Iraq, we were on a convoy, and for whatever reason, we had to do a stop. And we have something on the vehicles at that time called a Warlock system. And what those do is they actively jam certain transmissions.
Oh.
So like if somebody is calling a roadside bomb, it will block that cell phone call so the bomb will not detonate.
Oh, so whoa, dude. It's funny. You hear about jamming systems like in all the sci-fi movies and make-em-ups, but how cool that there's that exists.
Oh, it absolutely exists, and it is used. I was the EWO, the Electronics Warfare Officer at the time for the company, and so as we're stopped, we have a toner on a little box that has a little tone, a little beep, 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 and a light on it, and I start hearing that go off. Oh. And I look at it, and I see the light flashing, and I'm up in the gunner's hatch. I'm looking down in the vehicle. So then I start looking around the vehicle, and on the other side of a guardrail, you could see wires coming out and a 155 millimeter artillery round that was just sitting right there behind the guardrail. And I could see on the cell phone interface that was popping from those wires that the faceplate was lighting up and then turning off.
So you're
lighting up and then turning off.
If not for your jamming abilities, that would have gone off.
That the vehicle would no longer be in existence with everybody in it.
Dude,
the real kicker is that morning I received the new frequencies that we just got that the insurgents were using.
Oh, wow.
And I went back and checked my systems, and one of the 3 frequencies that I put in that morning was the one that was actively being jammed.
Man.
So if I did not program it that morning with the new set of frequency jamming, we also would not be here today.
So, Derek, I have to ask you, man, because
I have those numbers tattooed on me.
Yeah.
Just as like a memory.
I hadn't thought about that.
Right.
So you definitely you know, a lot of us don't get those moments where we go, wow, you know what, if it could have gone either way, we could have, two different roads to travel. Do you now have one of those appreciations for life and maybe feel like, okay, I'm going to get every bit of wonderful moments out of this and not just take it for granted after that?
To an extent, but honestly, there's for some of us, there's so many of those experiences.
Damn. Oh, wow.
That it kind of just becomes the norm.
Wow.
So you said you're called an EWO?
EWO, EWO, Electronics Warfare Officer.
I wish there was a way to figure out a letter K into this
I knew you were gonna
acronym so you could be an Ewok. Because that would be the most amazing thing ever.
We'll just spell it with a K. Commando.
I legit perked up when you said, I thought you were about to say you were called an Ewok. I'm like, that's amazing. The military has the coolest nicknames.
Derek, don't encourage him. Because
I need to think of a K acronym to add to the end of that.
Cool. You're cool with the K.
Cool with a K. There you go.
Ewoks for life.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate the call, Derek, and thank you for your service. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say.
Wow. And how about he says it's the norm? The norm is you're just driving a vehicle and you hope you got the right frequency that you can jam.
And here I think it's nerve-wracking to pretend fight my friend in front of a bunch of people at a wrestling event, but that doesn't come anywhere near that.
But you're so good at it.
Yeah.
That is just a whole, man, what a mind F.
Right?
Yeah, a lot of thoughts are going through my mind right now when I hear a story like that, which just, All right,
how about this one?
Yeah.
Also very nerve-wracking. Someone said my most nerve-wracking experience, playing a board game with BJ Shea.
Dude, yeah, that's one of those social deduction
if you're playing a social deduction game like The Resistance,
I wouldn't do it.
No.
It's fantastic.
Well, unless you learn how to troll BJ and you just don't say anything the whole time. That's what I do.
There's no wrong way to play games like that, Danny. That's what I try to tell everybody.
Enough.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to win, and as long as without kicking somebody in the eyeball, I think you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't know board games. I know playing poker with BJ was very nerve-wracking.
That's because you're a luck bomb and loser.
So one of us made it to the final table of that charitable poker tournament, and it wasn't you.
There's nothing to irritate somebody who thinks they know what they're doing. Watch somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. And admittedly, it's not like you try to come off like you knew what you were doing.
No, I'm not like Peter Poker. I'm Peter
well, you
Poker.
Are,
all right,
but not
new porn name, everybody.
Peter Poker, everybody. Which is that Spider-Man's new identity in the porn universe?
No, that's Peter Porker.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, I will tell you that I think that Derek has given me a new appreciation of whatever I think is really nerve-wracking is probably not.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And man, we got to figure out a way to add a K to their title.
All right, I'm going to let you work on that because you care about it.
Ewoks for life.
I don't want to ruin it by using that horrible word. Ewok Binks is how I'm going to call him.
Oh, wow.
A dating expert just shared an easy way to tell if someone is into you. Boy, there are people that really could use this. And it involves something that they are doing with their hand. Okay, what? I feel like, no. All right, well, you're going to hear from them at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports, in one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, so total costs, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.